Nicolandria just shut down every single doubter, and Nick made sure to do it in the pettiest way possible. While everyone was speculating about trouble in paradise after they went private, Nick pulled out receipts from months ago just to prove a point. But that's just the beginning, because Olandria is literally rubbing shoulders with supermodels, attending exclusive parties with LeBron James's wife, and racking up so many achievements that she had to post them all just to keep track. We're talking magazine covers dropping this week, Nick announcing tour dates, and connections being made that could put Olandria at the Met Gala. So let me catch you up on everything that's been happening with Nicolandria, because it's a lot. Let's start with the moment that had everyone talking. A few months back, someone named Vicky Sue commented on one of Nick's posts saying that Nick and Olandria wouldn't make it through the holidays. Now, most people would have ignored that comment or forgotten about it completely. But Nick said he would send them a Christmas card. And here's the thing, he actually remembered. Nick just posted on Snapchat calling out Vicky Sue by name, basically saying he didn't forget, and here's your proof that we're still together. The pettiness of it all is what makes it so perfect. He didn't just post a couple photo or write some generic "we're doing great" message. He specifically went back to find this person who doubted them and made sure they knew they were wrong. What this really showed everyone is that Nicolandria is absolutely still going strong, and for anyone who interpreted their decision to go private as some kind of red flag or sign of trouble, Nick just cleared that up real quick. They're together, they're happy, and Nick has a long memory when it comes to people who come for his relationship.
I also think it's like the dynamic of coming off, like, you know, I hate to say it, but like one of the bigger shows of the year. And there's so many eyes on you and so many people who think that they know you, and there's like good things to it, there's bad things to it. So it's definitely sometimes a lot. We're good at, you know.
I was about to say, how do you guys deal with it together as a unit?
Yeah, we kind of
everything that comes with it.
It's like very collaborative. Like, I think at the beginning we weren't sure like how to, every part of us was shown on that show. Coming off of it, we're like, okay, we have to continue showing ourselves on the show, which is just not true. So now it's like very private, very like, we don't really even post because it's just a lot of that parasocial, like,
it's
hate.
a lot.
And you know, one way or another, people are going to be upset that we don't post enough, or we post too little, or it's like, it's this or that, it's real, it's not. And it's just come to the point where it's easier to enjoy ourselves, or enjoy it privately, and, you know, like a normal relationship. Like,
yes, as it
I
should
think
be.
we really forget sometimes that we don't have to like share as we did on the show. So it's cool to have our privacy.
I know the drought has been tedious. I get it. We literally warned like everybody, like, probably gonna go private. It's for like better mental. Y'all keep saying y'all get it, but then y'all do this. Like, you get it or not? I know y'all miss us. I know. It's not gonna be forever. We're not gonna be private forever. It's just like, y'all be seeing. It's just draining.
Now, speaking of going private, both Nick and Olandria recently explained why they made that decision, and honestly, it makes complete sense when you hear them talk about it. They sat down and opened up about the parasocial aspects and the constant pressure of sharing everything online. Olandria explained it like this: they came off one of the bigger shows of the year, which obviously means so many eyes on them and so many people who think they know them. There are good things to that and bad things to it, and sometimes it's just a lot. She said at the beginning they felt like they had to continue showing themselves the way they did on Love Island, but then they realized that's just not true. Every part of them was on that show, but that doesn't mean they owe everyone access to their entire relationship forever. She talked about how it's gotten to the point where people are upset no matter what they do. If they don't post enough, people complain. If they post too much, people complain. Someone's always gonna say it's fake, or it's real, or it's this or that. So they decided it's easier to just enjoy themselves privately, like a normal relationship, and I think we really do forget sometimes that they don't have to share everything just because they met on a reality show. Olandria also said on her Instagram stories that she knows the drought has been hard for fans. She literally said, "I know the drought has been tedious, I get it," but she also called people out, saying they warned everyone they were going private for better mental health. And then fans claim they understand but still complain. She was like, "Y'all keep saying y'all get it, but then y'all do this. Like, you get it or not." She made it clear this isn't forever. They're not going to be private forever, but right now it's just draining to deal with all the commentary. Here's what I think is really smart about their approach though. Yes, the parasocial pressure is real, and that's definitely part of why they went private, but I also think they're being strategic about building separate personal brands that don't depend on the Nicolandria name. Think about it, they're not doing couple content anymore. No pictures, no videos, no lives together. But beyond that, they're not even really working together anymore. It's been a long time since they've had a collaboration or a joint brand deal. Now, I don't think it's because brands aren't offering them couple deals. I think they might actually be declining those opportunities and putting extra effort into their individual careers. And honestly, that's smart. God forbid they ever break up, but if that ever happened, having separate established brands would help both of them tremendously. They wouldn't be tied to each other professionally. Their individual success wouldn't be dependent on the relationship. That's just good business sense, and I think they're being very intentional about it. Either way, we all just want to see them winning, whether that's as a couple or individually. And with that said, let's get into what they've actually been up to career-wise, because there's a lot. First up, something big seems to be happening with Nicolandria and Glamour magazine. Glamour recently teased what they're calling a special gift dropping on December 18th. They hinted it would be their December cover and shared silhouettes of the people who are going to be featured. Now, fans are absolutely convinced that these silhouettes are Nick and Olandria. Some people are saying they can definitely see Olandria's sharp cheekbones in one of the silhouettes. Nick's is apparently harder to make out, but people are still pretty sure it's them. I'm not going to lie, I'm not 100% convinced just from the silhouettes, but the timing makes sense and it would be a big moment for them. Moving on to Nick specifically, he is taking his DJing career very seriously, and the proof is in his schedule. He just released his January 2026 DJing lineup, and it is packed. We're talking multiple dates throughout the month, different cities, the man is getting booked. On top of that, his team just announced a few hours ago that there's a big announcement coming that the internet isn't ready for. They didn't give any details, just that teaser. So now we're all sitting here wondering what that could possibly be. Another career move, a partnership, a tour. We'll have to wait and see, but it's definitely building anticipation. Now let's talk about Olandria, because she has been on an absolute tear lately. She recently posted on her Instagram story showing off all her achievements since leaving the Love Island villa, and the list was long. We're talking awards, recognitions, magazine features. She literally had to make multiple stories just to fit everything. And these aren't small achievements either. Olandria made the list for Ebony's top 25 newsworthy moments that define 2025. Think about that. Out of everything that happened this year, everything in Black culture and entertainment, she made the top 25 moments. That's not just influencer recognition, that's cultural impact recognition. Variety also recognized her as one of the best performances of 2025. So we're seeing her get acknowledged not just in the reality TV space or the influencer space, but in the actual entertainment industry. Publications that cover serious entertainment are taking note of what she's doing. But here's where things get really interesting for Olandria's career trajectory. She recently had a social media interaction with Anak Yai, and this is huge. For anyone who doesn't know, Anak Yai is one of the most iconic models in the world right now. We're talking supermodel status. She was literally named Model of the Year for 2025. Here's why this matters so much. Ever since Olandria started getting more into fashion, people have been comparing her to Anak. They see similarities in their look, their presence, their style. So for Anak herself to be receptive to Olandria and open to connecting with her, that's validation. Olandria has also been spotted at some incredibly exclusive events lately, which tells you exactly what level she's operating on now. She was recently seen with Savannah James, LeBron's wife, at Rich Paul's birthday party. For context, Rich Paul is one one of the most powerful sports agents in the world. His birthday party isn't some industry mixer where anyone can show up. This is A-list, exclusive, you have to be somebody type of event. The fact that Olandria was there, and not just there but photographed with Savannah James, shows the circles she's now moving in. These are established, respected people in entertainment and sports. This isn't influencer events or reality TV reunions. This is legitimate high-level celebrity access. She was also spotted at Seth MacFarlane's private holiday party. Seth MacFarlane, the creator of Family Guy, American Dad, Ted, his parties are notoriously exclusive. According to reports, his parties are some of the most exclusive A-list celebrity gatherings in the industry. So what does this tell us? Olandria is being considered and treated as a high-level celebrity. She's not being invited to these events as a reality TV novelty or an influencer trying to break through. She's being invited because she's seen as belonging in these spaces. And honestly, she does belong there based on how she's conducted herself since becoming famous. So that's where things stand with Nicolandria right now. They're together, they're thriving individually, and they're making moves that could set them up for long-term success beyond just being known as a Love Island couple. What do you think about Olandria's connections in fashion and her potential for the Met Gala? And are you excited to see what Nick's big announcement is going to be? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to stay updated on everything happening with Nicolandria and other reality TV stars, make sure you're subscribed because I'll be covering it all. I'll see you in the next one.